Hello guys, today I am driving for today's video. The reason why I'm driving is because I haven't had a lot of time to actually film today, so it's really the only time I get to film is after I'm done with things that I have to do today. So I wanted to talk about falling in love with the process. Now, this is something that I personally am going through as well. So hopefully I can learn a lot of things while actually making this video. So there's a lot of things that we go through in life, right? So for instance, today I had to go pick up my siblings today. As you can see, there's car seats in the back. I had to do that, and previously I just came back from school. I had to do a lot of studying, a lot of working. Before that, I had to clean up my room. So very, very small things, but day to day it can get very mundane, very boring, and it kind of sucks. Now, another thing that I do, obviously, is I record myself. I'm doing these videos for myself, but hopefully for my future self, for me to look back and see how much I've improved at talking, because this is for me to talk, right? So I'm sure you probably have similar things going on. I mean, I assume my demographic would be people within the same age range. I'm 20. You might have school, you might have work at the same time as school, which I do. I didn't work today, but I still have work. Today's my off day, but I still have things to do, right? You have school, you have work, you might do other projects, you might have like some sort of side hustle on the side. Good for you. But the thing is with side hustle culture is it's very consistency based, right? You need to learn to be able to do this consistently, stay focused every single time. And the thing is with the side hustle culture is that you need to be able to do that same thing almost every day. People advertise it like, oh, you only have to do this 8 hours a week, but that's still at least an hour of your day every single day, right? Now, for some people, like on paper, it's very easy, right? Oh, I'm just doing like a little bit, like an hour or two of work every day. That's easy, right? And at first it might be easy, but then you think, oh, what if I just take the day off, you know? What if I just, it's just an hour or two. Why do I have to work today? Especially when I have X, Y, and Z going on. I should definitely be doing something else. While those arguments are fair, you have to consider like how the snowball effect plays into your side hustle, right? Very small things pile up, and eventually over time they make that big impact, right? So that business that you might want to be starting might take very long periods of tedious work, and at first you don't think it's gonna add up to anything, but once you make it and once you get to a point where you are satisfied with, then you can look back and say, oh, those tiny steps that I took in my early life, it really amounted to your business, right? Your successful business. Now, staying consistent and focused is not always the easiest thing. So a real easy trick, not easy, but a real trick is to fall in love with the process, which is the topic of today's video. The whole point of falling in love with the process is to make the process easier, right? It's hard being consistent. I'm just a kid, I'm only 20 years old, but it's hard for me to stay completely focused on something for a set amount of days. Like, let's just say I wanted to do like a business for 30 days. I can't do that myself. One big thing that deters a lot of people from falling in love with the process is failure. Now, failure, as much as it seems bad, as much as you're taught that it's bad, isn't as bad as it really can be, right? Let's just say you're playing basketball, right? This is your first time playing basketball, first time at any sport. You're dribbling the ball and you actually end up making your shot, but you shot in your own hoop, so the enemy team gets a point. Now at this point, your team is probably flaming you. Oh, how are you this dumb? How did you not know about that? And in your head, you're telling yourself, oh, it's not gonna work out. Maybe basketball isn't my thing. Maybe I should just quit. Now, you're totally valid, okay? It's okay. It's okay to think that you're doing terribly if you just did something terrible, but it doesn't have to be that way. I'm not a basketball expert, but I'm pretty sure even if you score on yourself, you're still able to play the game. So just continue to play the game. And let's just say you don't win that game. Just play another one. There are so many games that professional basketball players have to play in order for them to actually get good, right? That can go for anything, but I'm just going to go for basketball this time. And it's hard, it's hard to fathom that failure is good. I'm still learning to fail in a positive manner and learn from my mistakes. And it's hard. It's hard doing YouTube and seeing that my video just got 0 views. That's just terrible. And I'm putting in time of my day to do these videos, to edit them, and then to make the thumbnail and then post it. And it all amounts to nothing in the short run. But if I think about it, I actually learned, okay, what did I do wrong in this video? And I can take that and I can look somewhere else and see if someone else is doing something different. I can look there, okay, maybe I can switch it up this time, or maybe my thumbnail looks a little wonky, I can change it up this way. So it's really all about failure. I can do a whole video about failures, but again, the point of this video is to fall in love with the process. So once you get past your fear of failures, that's when you can have fun. That's when you can say, F it, like, who cares if I mess up, right? You can say that while also taking in notes. This is something I learned from dance because this is something where I feel like I'm able to fall in love with the process with. So I'm very used to messing up in class and taking it on the head when I get critiques or I see the videos of me dancing and they don't turn out as good as I think. It's fine. But I feel like the moment you get over that first hurdle of accepting those failures, not only does it make it easier for you to accept those failures for that specific activity in the future, but it also helps you better use that ability for other things. So for example, for me, again, I'm doing dance, but I can also use the idea of falling in love with the process for YouTube, right? This is my second video on the channel, and I, to be honest, should have shot this a lot earlier. As you can see, it's pretty dark. It's 7:15 right now, p.m. And I should have shot this video a lot earlier, but I was scared and I didn't know what to do. But here I am, shooting the video anyways, right? It's all about putting yourself out there. Sure, it doesn't have to be this daunting all the time. At first it's going to be. It's gonna feel like a pain in the ass. For me, I'm only doing videos twice a week anyways, because that's what my schedule allows me. As you can see today, like, I even barely had enough time to do a video today. But it's gonna be daunting, it's gonna be scary, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. But once you get over that, it's free game. Then you can have fun. So, as I am doing YouTube, I challenge you, the viewer, to try something outside of your comfort zone, something that you've been wanting to do. Maybe that business, maybe that side hustle, maybe like something small like being clean with your room or being more on time. Something small to challenge yourself and to eventually learn what it means to fall in love with the process. Right now I'm growing, and I hope that you can grow alongside me. Now I'm gonna focus on the road because I'm on the highway, so take care guys.